The second question that was proposed to us is it ever right to withhold information? If yes, under what circumstances? Initially, right off the bat, I figured yes, it is at sometimes appropriate to withhold information. I came up with if individually could be legally required to withhold the information, so they're bound by law. And for example, a CFO is brokering a deal to sell a company, and the sale of that company may affect stocks either positively or negatively, and they're legally bound to withhold that information. SEC laws and regulation to avoid any instances of insider trading, to where they're legally bound to withhold that information from anybody that's not on a need to know basis. Um, Additionally, one should withhold information if it's unconfirmed or preliminary in nature. So I guess that kind of comes back to rumors type of stuff, but unconfirmed. People don't want to be walking around giving out information that we don't know is 100% factual, or will actually come to fruition. Same with preliminary. Again, let's say we just heard rumors that the company is an organization or a company. The management is shopping the company around for sale. It could be preliminary. However, if that information gets out, it could result in the deal falling through. The last part I got, it prevents an individual from being conceived as truthful. So if I am constantly going around and I'm talking about either unconfirmed, preliminary, or confidential information, people aren't going to trust me. If I want to build up my skills and show myself as an ethical leader, it's going to be really hard to come back from, time and time again, constantly talking about information that I shouldn't be. My post-reading reaction. So this is a quote directly from the book. Bribery, extortion, graft, conflicts of interest, appearance of impropriety, deception, and dishonesty, confidentiality, and withholding information are among the collection of behaviors that managers must deal with in pursuit of ethical competence and building an organization of integrity. That doesn't necessarily say that withholding information is unethical. It's just there's a fine line between when and where one should withhold information, and whether or not it's ethical or not. And it's just something that managers have to deal with in hopes of building an organization's base integrity. Again, a quote from the book: withholding information because it's confidential or protects privacy is certainly meritorious. So healthcare workers obviously run into this. They're bound by law as far as HIPAA goes, not leaking confidential health information. Being in the military, there's plenty of Privacy Act type of stuff, that type of information that we're just not allowed to pass from one person to another without their expressed permission. And it's something that can definitely get somebody into trouble, but it also shows their lack of integrity and ethical traits. The last part, it should not be done on personal matters such as criminal offenses or conflicts of interest. So if I'm applying for a job and they're asking me specific information, and I'm withholding that information knowing that it could bar me from getting hired, that's an unethical act. So kind of rounding out the top part of it, it is right in some instances to withhold information, and it's not right in others.